guys, and welcome to one more Play It Right video. This is a very special episode in which we have a look at Armpal. I haven't done anything like this before, so I'm very excited to share with you my experiences. So stay until the end of the video where I give you my overall thoughts on it. This is a unique game that for the most part of it, it's an assembling game. You have to put together all the pieces and make a moving robot, or two actually, which you use to play different games like using the clamps, the excavators, the magnets, or you can make up your own rules and play with your friends. You can find it on Kickstarter at the moment using my link in the description. Is this a game for you? Is it worth backing? How does it actually work? Well, I'll tell you all about it. You get this beautiful playing mat, which is really sturdy and useful. This is the box you'll receive, which contains 2 robot arms if you want to also play the game versus your friends. It contains more than 300 pieces. It's got magnets, tubes, syringes, springs, and lots of other stuff. You'll also need these extra things from your house that are not provided in the box. There is an instruction manual for this, which you have to follow closely to make all the different parts. In the end, you'll have the handle, the bogie, mid-arm and front arm, and there's also the clamps, excavators, magnetic lifting silo, and a scale, so that you can play different game modes with them. This is also a game that you can either do on your own, or you can also get your family or friends over, sit around a table comfortably, maybe get something to drink, and start assembling. The pieces and the entire production is of high quality. You need to follow the instructions bit by bit and be very careful as some of the parts are fragile. You also need to apply wax in some parts and brush them with sandpaper to ensure it works smoothly. This is more of a modelism project than an IKEA assembly task. There's lots of tiny parts that fit snugly together, and they are made in a way that with only one specific move, you'll hear them click together. It is a very challenging task, especially when you put everything together and actually make this whole thing move. The most impressive part of all, though, is the hydraulic system. Yep, this machine moves with water. Or maybe other liquids for that matter, but we used water. After you've made all the different parts and you've said your prayers so that everything has been assembled correctly, you start putting them together and filling the tubes with water from the one side while closing it from the other side, and then from the other side again, making sure there are no bubbles inside and that the pistons are at the lowest position when doing the liquid filling. And after the liquid filling, you're done. We have had some small losses along the way, but we finally made it and we were able to start playing. There's 3 game modes mainly. So what I think overall, this is a game about people who enjoy building stuff. Maybe they're into engineering or into robotics or modelism, or people who simply don't mind long assembly hours. I have to be honest about this. This is gonna take you a long time to assemble, especially if you're gonna build 2 arms. It took me around 30 hours to assemble, and I had 3 people with me the whole time. One of them is an engineer, and in many cases, his expertise was very helpful. The reason for the duration is that the instruction manual has some limitations, and there was no assembly video available when we were assembling this. But I know for a fact that they're improving the manual constantly, and that there will be an assembly video until the time it is gonna ship to backers. So hopefully it's gonna take you less time to assemble than it took me. And at the end of the day, you're building a robot. It is a challenging task, but it's also a very rewarding and a very fun thing to do. Other than that, the quality of the whole thing is really high, and it shows that it was made with care and attention to details. It's crazy that initially you have all these small parts, and at the end you get to control and move a robot and play against your friends. So this was my experience with Armpal. It's definitely gorgeous. You can check out the Kickstarter campaign. I put the link in the description below. And as always, if you like this video, please like it, share it, and it would be nice if you subscribed as well to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Βγάζει και εσύ κανένα βίντεο ρε παιδί να δείξουμε.
Με τι να βγάζω.
Με το δικό σου.
Α.
Όπως είναι πάρα πολύ.